Discover charming escapes, transform your tiny house cottage into a perfect serene hideaway. Welcome back to Little Big Living, the channel where we prove that small spaces can hold the biggest dreams. I'm Jason, and today we're diving into one of the most heartwarming and magical transformations you can imagine, turning your tiny house cottage into the serene escape you've always dreamed of. Whether you're nestled in the forest, perched near a lake, or sitting pretty in the suburbs, this video is all about crafting charm, comfort, and calm in every square inch. So, if you're ready to explore the world of cozy hideaways, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop us a comment sharing what your perfect escape looks like. Let's get started on this charming adventure together. To begin your transformation into a serene hideaway, start with the most important element, intention. A tiny house cottage isn't just about downsizing, it's about designing your life with purpose. Ask yourself, what do I want this space to feel like? For some, it's about quiet solitude, and for others, a touch of romance or rustic nostalgia. Defining your intention will guide every choice you make, from layout and lighting to color palettes and furnishings. The beauty of tiny living is that you have permission to be selective and deliberate. You're not filling a mansion, you're curating an experience. Create a mood board with images, textures, and tones that capture your serene escape. Maybe it's misty mornings and soft knits, or perhaps warm candlelight and lavender fields. When every item in your home reflects your vision, your cottage becomes more than shelter, it becomes sanctuary. One of the most powerful ways to transform your tiny house cottage into a serene escape is by embracing nature as your co-designer. This means incorporating natural textures, soft earthy tones, and views that soothe the spirit. If your cottage has windows, open them wide, frame them with airy curtains or leave them bare to bring in light and life. Consider adding indoor plants, even just a few small potted herbs on your windowsill. They add a breath of freshness and connect you to the rhythm of the seasons. Natural wood, raw stone, cotton, and linen can bring warmth and authenticity that manufactured materials often lack. And don't forget to blur the lines between indoors and outdoors. French doors, fold-out patios, or even just a cozy bench near the front step can extend your living space into the embrace of the natural world. Let nature calm the noise. In a tiny home, every nook can be an opportunity to create something magical. One of the simplest ways to design a serene escape is by crafting cozy corners, intimate spots that invite you to rest, reflect, and recharge. Think window seats stacked with soft cushions, a reading nook with warm lighting, or a tucked-away meditation spot with a single floor pillow and a calming candle. These corners don't require much space, just a bit of imagination and thoughtful placement. The trick is in layering: soft fabrics, soothing colors, a touch of greenery, and a tactile throw can turn even the smallest space into a comforting hug. Consider multi-use pieces too, a bench that doubles Color plays a powerful role in mood, especially in tiny homes where every surface counts. When you're crafting your perfect serene hideaway, choose your palette with care. Soft whites, warm creams, muted greens, and gentle grays evoke calm and openness, expanding your space visually while grounding it emotionally. Accent these tones with blush pinks, dusty blues, or soft terracotta to add depth without overwhelming. Avoid harsh contrasts or bright primaries, they tend to jar the eye and disrupt the flow. Instead, aim for harmony, where each hue melts into the next like a watercolor painting. Consider painting your walls, cabinetry, and even ceilings in complementary tones to envelop the space. And remember, it's not just paint, your color story continues through linens, rugs, ceramics, and decor. Let color be your quiet companion. One of the most charming aspects of a serene cottage hideaway is the sense of soul, a feeling that the space has been lived in, loved, and carefully built over time. Vintage furniture, flea market treasures, and handmade touches can bring that authenticity to life. Look for time-worn wood, soft patinas, and aged metals that tell a story. A chipped enamel teapot, a quilt passed down from your grandmother, or a hand-thrown ceramic mug can hold more meaning than a shelf full of factory-made goods. Even if you're buying new, seek out artisans and small makers whose work carries that personal touch. Fill your space with pieces that feel like memories. In a world that praises abundance, choosing simplicity is a radical act. But in a tiny house cottage, simplicity becomes your greatest luxury. Embrace minimalism not as emptiness, but as clarity. Keep only what serves your peaceful vision, both practically and emotionally. A small collection of beloved books, a linen robe that wraps you like a cloud, a single vase that catches morning light, these are the treasures of a serene hideaway. Organize with intention, open shelving with neat baskets, drawers that glide easily, and closets with only what you truly wear and love. When your home is free from clutter, your mind follows suit. Let every object breathe. Let silence be part of the decor. In this calm, curated space, the smallest joys shine brightest. Lighting is the secret language of ambience, especially in small spaces where brightness and shadow shape the mood. To create a serene atmosphere, layer your lighting with intention. Start with natural light, keep windows clear and unobstructed. Then add soft overhead lights, warm-toned bulbs, and plenty of ambient options, fairy lights draped across a beam, a linen-shaded table lamp, or candles flickering in hurricane. Sound is often overlooked in design, but it plays a huge role in how peaceful a space feels. In your tiny cottage, consider how sound travels and what kinds of noises help you relax. Soft rugs and thick curtains help absorb echoes. Wooden floors creak pleasantly underfoot, while ticking clocks or gentle wind chimes add nostalgic calm. You might even install a small fountain or use a Bluetooth speaker to play ambient nature sounds or slow music in the background. Minimize appliances that hum or buzz, opt for quiet models or hide them within cabinetry. Make your serene hideaway a place where the volume of the outside world fades away. A quiet home isn't an empty one, it's one tuned to the subtle music of life. Finally, think about what it feels like to come home. Your tiny cottage should greet you like an old friend every time you step through the door. This begins with a beautiful entry, whether it's a tiny covered porch, a wooden stoop with potted flowers, or a mudroom corner with hooks and baskets. Inside, have a ritual that marks the transition. Light a candle. Turning your tiny house cottage into a serene hideaway is more than design, it's devotion. It's choosing peace over noise, charm over clutter, and intention over impulse. With natural textures, soothing colors, and personal touches, your little home becomes a big escape. A place where you can breathe deep. Thank you so much for joining me here on Little Big Living. If this episode inspired you to create your own tiny hideaway, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more cozy design content, and leave us a comment below. What's your favorite way to make a small space feel like home? Until next time, keep dreaming big, even in the tiniest places.